friends, welcome all of you. Today I teach you first standard economics subject. Last lecture we have already studied our topic number 1, introduction to micro and macroeconomics. In this topic we learned introduction, meaning, historical view of microeconomics, definitions. You know, micro means small, macro means individual. When you study particular, like that particular commodity, particular household, particular wages, particular firm or industry, so particular or individualistic study, it is called microeconomics. So today we are going to study in this topic next concept, scope of microeconomics. Scope of microeconomics classify in three groups. Number 1, theory of product pricing. In theory of product pricing, demand analysis and supply analysis. Means in microeconomics is concerned with demand analysis. Demand analysis means consumers behavior and supply analysis means producer behavior. Means microeconomic study consumer behavior and producer behavior, means the demand side and supply side. The price of an individual commodity, for example a particular commodity like that sugar, car, milk, mobile, table. When you study particularly means a particular commodity price determination through the demand force and supply force, means consumers behavior and producers behavior also important to study in microeconomics. So this product pricing also study next diagram. When you observe the diagram, on x-axis quantity and y-axis price, price P and quantity Q. So demand curve downward slope from left to right, D curve, and supply curve upward slope from left to right, means S curve. When D curve and S curve intersect, when D curve and S curve intersect at point A, it is called equilibrium. So in a theory of product pricing where demand and supply equilibrium, it is called price determination. So price determination through the demand force and supply force, it is called theory of product pricing. Next theory of factor pricing. Theory of factor pricing. You know, factor pricing, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur, these are the 4 factors of production. These 4 factors of production, remuneration or reward respectively, land rent, labor wages, capital interest and entrepreneur remaining profit. You know, here all the remuneration or rewards, rent, wages and interest also fixed, but profit also not fixed. So entrepreneur's role is important to organize all the 3 factors and start the production process. Just you see picture, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So theory of factor pricing, four factors of production, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur, four factors contribution in production process also very important. Next, theory of economic welfare. Theory of economic welfare classify three groups. Number one, efficiency in production. Number two, efficiency in consumption. And number three, overall economic efficiency. So, theory of economic welfare, detailed study in next slide. Theory of economic welfare. Theory of welfare basically deals with efficiency in the allocation of resources. First, resources, natural resources, capital resources, human resources. These are the resources also very important in production process. So all available resources when allocate efficient, then automatically efficiency in the allocation of resources is attained when it results in maximization of satisfaction of people. Means when our country all the resources efficiently distribute or allocate, then all resources when utilized, then production of goods and services maximization, and when goods and services production maximization, automatically satisfaction of the people increases. So theory of economic welfare will clear. Next point. Number one, efficiency in production. Efficiency in production means producing maximum possible amount of goods and services from the amount of resources. You just see the picture, production process. When you observe the picture, here raw material, first stage, then second stage cutting, third stage, fourth stage and fifth stage packing. So next one picture, see here. Here number 1 stage, number 2 stage, number 3 stage and number 4 stage. So number 1 stage, truck also dumping the raw material, and second stage this raw material collection, third stage processing and fourth stage final goods. So efficiency in production means in our economy, all industry sector, all available efficiency when utilized, then automatically production level increases. For example, sugar factory, daily capacity raw material means sugarcane 5,000, but actually sugar factory also available only 3,000 ton raw material means sugarcane, means sugar factories daily 2 1000 ton capacity wastage. So in our economy, efficiency in production means all production process capacity utilization, then automatically our production level increases and consumption level increases. So efficiency in production is very important in our scope of microeconomics. Next, in theory of welfare, second point, efficiency in consumption. Efficiency in consumption. Efficiency in consumption means distribution of produced goods and services among the people for consumption. Means in agriculture sector, industry sector, service sector, means primary, secondary or tertiary sector, all goods and services when produced, but all final goods and services, these goods and services distribute among the people and people also consumption these goods. So our country's welfare, because when our consumption level increases, satisfaction level increases, automatically standard of living increases. So just see one picture. You know, in this picture, clock continues to run 24 hours, and in next side, bananas consumption continues. Means our consumption level continues. So in a continuous of consumption, all our country, all types of people, these consumption goods and services when distributed efficient, it is called efficient or efficiency in consumption. Next, third, overall economic efficiency. Overall economic efficiency, it means the production of those goods which are most desired by the people. You know, when you study our basic needs or basic wants, food, clothes, shelter, health, and education. These are the basic needs. So our most desire means people's desire also first preference food, clothes, shelter, health and education. Means when your basic needs fulfill or complete, then people demand luxurious goods. So your most desire, most need also very important in overall economic efficiency. Just in picture, when you observe the picture, in first picture, example, when you go to the doctor or hospital, after checking of doctors, we have given medicine. RX means you are necessary to consumption of this medical medicine compulsory. So this medicine available for you means it means the production of those goods which are most desired by the people. So today, scope of microeconomics, theory of product pricing, theory of factor pricing, theory of economic welfare, and in theory of economic welfare, efficiency in production, efficiency in consumption, and overall economic efficiency. These are the 3 points here completed. So today scope of microeconomics here completed. Students, if you have like this video, share and subscribe. Thank you.